Hello, friends. In the last episode, I spoke about the traits of toxic leaders. And today we are going to talk about the traits of great leaders. As I said last time, the fact that you started addressing the traits of toxic leaders in a positive manner, you're already on your way to becoming a better leader. Today, we are going to look at things that you can do to become a great leader. So let's get into it right away. Great leaders are confident, courageous, sure of their leadership, and visionaries. They need to be all of this, and then they can be great leaders. They generally have the knack, or I don't think it's just a knack, they have worked on perfecting the art of communication. They communicate their idea, their vision, their development plan in such a way with messages that resonate with everybody around them, and it gets their buy-in, and they actually do what he wants, thinking that they want to do it. So this is a very special trait, and you need to really develop and cultivate it in a big way. So what are the traits or strengths of great leaders? Again, it's in no particular order of preference. There are thoughts that have come to mind, and I'm just going to tell you about all of those traits and thoughts that have come to my mind. The first and foremost is that they create a compelling vision. They constantly focus on the future. They very well know what they want, and they do whatever it takes to make sure that they get it. They will make it happen, whatever they want. They don't get stuck in the past, whether success or failure. Okay. And they are very capable of articulating. As I said, they need to have the gift of communication. They're very capable of articulating their vision to others through use of words, use of images, use of emotions, whatever it takes to convince everybody who is involved and get them going for it. It's not just about convincing. They will communicate it in such a way that that whole team, whomever they are talking to, are going to be so motivated to do it that it's like a sure shot that's going to happen. They are all very consistent in their thoughts as well as their character. Okay, they do not change with the tides. They know what they stand for. They believe that what they stand for is the right thing, and they will not change based on circumstances. But that doesn't mean they're close to accepting new ideas. They accept new ideas and are always ready for a change. They don't want to get stuck, as I said, in one place. Okay. But in spite of accepting change and accepting new ideas, they are always consistent in their beliefs and values. Yes, the character stays there. One of the traits, another trait of great leaders is that they show humility. They admit their mistakes when they make, sometimes maybe, but they do make mistakes. So they admit it when they make mistakes. They always welcome feedback and suggestions, especially when they made a mistake, because that's the way they are going to learn and improve. Okay, so they are constantly looking for feedback, whether they made a mistake or not. Let me be clear about that, because that is the way that they constantly learn and improve themselves. For them, they're not the best. They will never be the best. They want to keep improving. Okay. Another trait of great leaders is that they are focused and they constantly want to go forward. They want to surge ahead. They just don't want to go forward. They want to forge ahead. Okay. And in that process, they don't get distracted. They're immune, completely immune to distractions, detours, roadblocks. None of these things matter to them. They will overcome them and they will keep moving. Okay. They are focused on their goal. They're focused on the results that they want to achieve. And that is what will keep them moving ahead all the time. And great leaders, another trait, is that they always view the bigger picture. Okay, they understand the implications of everything they are doing and how it is going to affect them in the future, whether as a benefit or a challenge. Okay, and they know very well, again, they have trained themselves. It's through experience that they achieve this, but they have consciously trained themselves to connect the dots and the different elements of a plan, so that they understand and can execute the plan in its entirety. Okay, and they use this knowledge and this plan that they have created by connecting the dots, fixing up the elements. They use this knowledge to move ahead at all times. Another trait of great leaders is that they are strategic thinkers. They always have an eye on the future and their goals. Okay, they don't ever forget the goals, and they never forget looking into the future. They have a very, very clear knowledge of how they want to do it, when they want to do it, and what is the way they will achieve their goals and how they will advance in life. They never look for short-term solutions, but they make long-term strategic plans and put them into plans of action. They make the strategic plan and also the action plan. One more trait of great leaders is that they are agile and flexible. They are not rigid. They are rigid in their goal, in their focus, but the path, if they find something better, they are agile to change quickly to it, to adapt the new path and move ahead. And they constantly ask questions. And this is what makes them better every day. They ask questions, they listen to the answers, and they're very quick learners. So this constantly keeps them ahead of the crowd and improving themselves, even if they are the first in the line. And as I said, they're always open to new ideas and they respond positively to changes. Changes might be directly within the organization, on the global scenario, anything that happens, they react quickly and swiftly to neutralize or make advantage out of those changes. Okay. Another thing about great leaders, they are very tenacious and courageous. They initiate action and then they work diligently towards the goal. There is nothing, as I said, that distracts them from that. So they are constantly moving ahead towards the goal. And whenever they encounter issues, they address those issues with a whole lot of positivity. Another great trait of great leaders is that they are always fair. Okay, they are fair-minded in every decision they take. And when there is a dispute, they will not take sides. But whatever you make them sit down and judge, you can rest assured that judgment will be fair. And these people display it so well that when you call somebody like this to sit and judge, you know what answer you're going to get, because he is going to give you a fair and honest answer. So you know what to expect from. Another trait is that all these great leaders know exactly which business they are in. I mean, I don't mean they're in the jewelry business or the pharma business or anything. They are essentially in the business of building relationships. And they build relationships with all the stakeholders that they work with and beyond. They build relationships with the investors, with the customers, with the suppliers, with their employees and teammates. Okay, they build relations with all of them, and beyond, they will develop a network outside of the business on which they can pick their brains, so to say, to get knowledge. So they build relationships and they stay well connected with all of these wherever they build relationships and are in regular communication with them. So that makes a big difference. Okay. Something that the industry I worked with need to learn very seriously is that great leaders hire superstars. It's not just about knowing the person. You hire a person who is the best fit, both culture-wise as well as talent-wise, for the job you are looking for. So you hire for fit and skill both. And very often I have seen that people, great leaders, actually hire people who know more than they do themselves about the role for which they are hiring. It's a very big trait, and this is what makes them successful beyond imagination. And they will go and build industries and expand their organization across various fields. So they hire superstars. Okay. They focus on small things, always. Okay. An employee does well, then go and give him a pat on the back. It doesn't have to be a monetary reward. At times, that pat on the back has far more value for the employee than giving him any money. Okay. Or if a supplier has a setback and he has delayed your order, yes, you're in trouble. You'll get over it. You'll find another solution. But they will empathize with the supplier if they genuinely believe that he is very serious about the business and that he had a genuine setback. In fact, they will help him recover from the setback. They themselves, another big trait, important trait, is that they are never a bottleneck. You will not find files lying on their table for days together without them being attended. They follow what we call, or at least what I call, is the zero inbox status. Very clearly, every time an email comes, it is attended to. Yes, I follow a time slot. It is attended to in the next time slot. It is deleted. My inbox will not have emails which I don't need or which I have not attended to. There are certain emails in my inbox which I flag and keep because they are important documents. Okay, so they are very, very clear about the fact that they will never be a bottleneck. Anything that comes to their desk is attended to promptly at the first chance that they get, and they do not procrastinate in any way whatsoever when it comes to addressing these things. This is something I've noticed with really great leaders. I know quite a few of them, and they will make sure that the organization reflects their values. They want themselves to be iconic for the organization. So their values are reflected in the values of the company. Okay. And they are well aware. They are well aware that some of the values that they hold dear will be very difficult in business. But they don't mind going through that difficulty as long as they can stand up and say, this is my business. So they take care of everything. Like if they have a brand, they will take care of the way they dress, because how they dress, they want the brand to reflect that. So if they are a snazzy dresser, they want the brand to be reflected as such. They will look and detail properly what they write. They will live up to their values at all times, in all circumstances, no matter what is happening. And they will always keep their word. What they say they will do, they will always do. They are self-accountable for everything that they say and they are required to do. And it is If something is not going right, if a delivery is not going to be right, the minute he realizes that the delivery is not going to right, he will inform the concerned customer saying, okay, this is the challenge. It's going to be late. Is there anything I can do? Or if you want to go to another vendor, I can recommend somebody. That's how they deal with people. And that makes a big difference. That's the value of great leaders. Very tough thing to do. The next point that I'm making about great leaders is that they continuously sift their surroundings and they weed out the garden, so to say. When required, they will have tough conversations with people who have not been performing or who have not done things the right way. They will explain. And even if they need to part ways, they will do it in a way where they don't close the door. The person with whom they are parting ways does have the opportunity to come back. The leader has the opportunity to go to him if things change. And they constantly get out of their zone. Great leaders do not have a comfort zone. They are comfortable being uncomfortable because they want to continuously grow. They want to continuously learn and improve themselves. This can't be done by staying in a comfort zone. They constantly want to extend themselves, so to say, to do better. This is a trait which I love. It is their vision, it is their direction, but it is your voice. They will do things in such a way, they will organize the meetings and guide it in such a way that their ideas, their vision is accepted by you subconsciously, and you will spell out what you think should be the way to do it. And since you are spelling it out, there is an automatic buy-in from you. Okay, so it makes a big difference. Okay, all great leaders respect and understand the goals of the stakeholders, all of them. They will make sure that every stakeholder's personal goal and personal values are adhered to, unless they go very strongly against the value of the organization and the goal of the organization. But this rarely happens. Normally, you will find that a leader is able to train and guide his team in such a way that they get the right. So these are, I think I've raised some 15, 17, 20 points. Listen to this again, go through the points and start addressing them, start imbibing them into your attitude, your behavior, and you will see that you are becoming a leader far better than what you were and most of the other people you see. Research shows that really great leaders are less than 7 to 8% of majority of the leaders, even amongst the Fortune 500. Okay, so I hope this has helped. The last session and this session together should truly make you a phenomenal leader. I hope you're enjoying this. Next week, we'll talk of something else. Have a great day and enjoy yourself. Like the video, like my pages, and do support me. Thank you.